Stephen Curry has been underestimated his entire career, and once again, the media is giving him more fuel to burn. Despite being named the best American player in the NBA, Curry didn't even make ESPN's list of MVP favorites for the upcoming season. To his trainer, Brandon Payne, that's nothing short of a joke. In his words, it's comical. And honestly, it's hard to disagree. Think about it. Curry just turned 37, entering his 17th NBA season, yet he remains the heartbeat of Golden State and the ultimate weapon in Steve Kerr's system. Time and time again, when people doubt him, Curry flips the narrative. And now, with the Warriors reshaping their roster and trying to squeeze every drop of success left in this dynasty, underestimating Curry might be the biggest mistake anyone could make. Brandon Payne, who's worked with Steph for years, believes this so-called MVP snub is actually perfect. He knows Curry's history. Every time disrespect comes his way, he transforms it into motivation. The same way people once said he was too small, too fragile, or that Golden State's championship window had closed. And each time, Curry responded with iconic performances, broken records, and banners raised to the rafters. Last season, Curry averaged 24.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. Not his most eye-popping numbers, but still elite considering the Warriors' struggles. ESPN's projection may want to focus on the younger faces of the NBA: Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards. But impact isn't just about youth or stats. Curry's gravity on the court still bends the entire defense. Opponents extend way beyond the arc just to track him, scramble through endless off-ball screens, and still end up giving up open looks to his teammates. That's not just production, that's game-changing influence. Inside the Warriors organization, there's urgency. The roster currently sits at just 9 standard contracts, and with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson both facing uncertain futures, Golden State knows the clock is ticking. But one thing hasn't changed. This team is still built on Curry's leadership, his work ethic, and his ability to rise in the biggest moments. As Payne put it, having him on your roster means you've got a real shot at a championship. And let's not forget one detail Payne emphasized: durability. Over the years, Curry has faced countless defenders trying to wear him down with physicality, grabbing, bumping, hitting, doing whatever it takes to knock him off his rhythm. Yet Payne believes Curry has a rare level of resilience that only one other NBA superstar shares: LeBron James. 2 legends, nearly 2 decades into their careers, still absorbing punishment and still producing at the highest level. That's not luck. That's greatness built on preparation and mental toughness. For the league, the message is clear. Doubt Steph Curry at your own risk. Every season he's been overlooked, he's turned around and reminded everyone why he changed the game of basketball forever. Whether it was the unanimous MVP season in 2016 or the Finals MVP run in 2022, Curry's legacy has always grown in the face of doubt. Now, as the Warriors enter a transitional era with their roster still in flux, Curry is sharpening his edge once again. He doesn't need ESPN's validation. He doesn't need to be anyone's preseason favorite. History already proves that the most dangerous version of Stephen Curry is the one who feels disrespected. And heading into his 17th season, with motivation pouring in from all directions, don't be surprised if Steph comes back with another legendary run, one that forces everyone, including ESPN, to admit they got it wrong. Because if there's one rule the NBA should have learned by now, it's this: never underestimate Stephen Curry. When it comes to surviving the grind of an 82-game season, only a handful of players truly understand the toll it takes. And among them, 2 stand above the rest: Stephen Curry and LeBron James. Different styles, different physiques, but the same rare ability to endure, adapt, and lead year after year. Curry may not bulldoze through defenders the way LeBron does, but his battles are just as punishing. Every night, he's chased around screens, grabbed, bumped, doubled, and trapped from start to finish. Defenses spend the entire game trying to wear him out. Yet somehow Curry keeps moving, keeps shooting, and keeps breaking down opponents who know exactly what's coming, but still can't stop it. That's why his trainer, Brandon Payne, sees Curry and LeBron in a league of their own. 2 superstars who've carried the weight of being the face of a franchise, and in many ways, the face of the league, for over a decade. Payne points out that what makes them special isn't just physical preparation. It's the psychological burden. Every night for more than 10 years, Curry has been the target of every opponent's game plan. That experience teaches survival, it teaches how to adapt, and it fuels how he trains in the offseason. At 37, Curry isn't chasing highlight dunks anymore. He openly admitted after a failed slam attempt last year that he's done with trying to prove he can still rise above the rim. That wasn't weakness, it was maturity. A sign of someone focused on longevity, strategy, and maximizing his strengths to keep winning. And the results speak for themselves. Curry was recently voted the best American player in the NBA, a recognition that proves his impact is still undeniable even as he nears 40. ESPN may have left him off their MVP projections, but those close to him know that snub might be the best thing that could have happened. Because history shows an overlooked Curry is a dangerous Curry. Every time doubt has crept in, he's answered with legendary seasons, from his unanimous MVP run in 2016 to his Finals MVP in 2022. Heading into the 2025-26 season, the Warriors are in transition. Klay Thompson's future is uncertain. Draymond Green isn't the same defensive anchor he once was. Younger players are still developing, and the roster has more questions than answers. But there's one constant. As long as Stephen Curry is lacing up, Golden State has a chance. He remains the bridge between eras, the leader who sets the tone, and the reason the Warriors still believe in their championship DNA. Brandon Payne frames it simply. As long as Steph's lacing up his sneakers, you better not count him out. Because while critics may focus on age or numbers, those who face him know the truth. Curry still bends defenses, still dictates tempo, and still carries a calm confidence that fuels his entire team. And as the new season begins, one thing is clear: Stephen Curry isn't done. Not even close. The Golden State Warriors may have been searching for answers last season, but once Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler joined forces, the results were immediate. The duo clicked almost instantly, powering the Warriors to a 22-5 record together and proving that this partnership could be something special. Even in their mid to late 30s, both stars are rewriting the script on aging, showing the league that leadership, toughness, and skill can still dominate when it matters most. ESPN's Top 100 rankings for the 2025-26 season only underscored their impact. Curry, now 37, landed at number 7 overall, slipping just one spot from last year despite his age. He averaged 24.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 6.0 assists, but his value went far beyond the box score. Golden State outscored opponents by 299 points when he was on the floor, the best margin on the team. Without him, they were outscored by 28. That stat alone shows why he remains the engine of the Warriors. Butler, at 36, came in at number 18. After a dramatic exit from Miami, his arrival in Golden State reignited his career. In just 30 games with the Warriors, he averaged 17.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, and 1.7 steals per game. More importantly, he flipped the team's trajectory. Golden State was barely hanging on at 25-26 before Butler arrived. They closed the season 23-8 and stunned the second-seeded Rockets in the first round. With a full offseason to build chemistry, expectations are even higher heading into Butler's first complete campaign in the Bay. Beyond the numbers, Butler's leadership has reshaped the locker room. Coaches and teammates admit he raised the standard from day one. Practices became more competitive. Accountability became sharper. Jimmy holds everyone accountable, including Steph, one assistant coach admitted. That edge was exactly what the Warriors had been missing since the decline of Draymond Green and the departure of Klay Thompson. Curry, for his part, has welcomed the help. After years of carrying the offense almost single-handedly, he now shares the burden with another shot creator and defensive stopper. That balance has extended his effectiveness and opened space for young players like Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody to grow. Statistically, the Curry-Butler pairing was among the league's elite. Together, they produced a plus 12.4 net rating, one of the best marks for any starting duo. In close games, their chemistry was undeniable. The Warriors went 14-2 in contests decided by 5 points or fewer after the trade. Defensively, Butler was a nightmare for opponents, holding them to just 42.1% shooting as the primary defender, while giving Steve Kerr flexibility to play smaller, quicker lineups. Around the league, opinions remain split. critics question if age and durability will catch up with them, especially considering Butler's history of knee issues. Supporters, however, argue that their playoff experience and resilience may be the exact edge Golden State needs in a loaded Western Conference. Former teammate Andre Iguodala put it best, calling them the most professional duo in the NBA. Efficient, disciplined, and laser-focused on winning. The road ahead won't be easy. The Thunder, Spurs, and Timberwolves are rising fast. The Warriors supporting cast still has something to prove. But as long as Curry and Butler are healthy, Golden State remains a dangerous threat. They may not be chasing dynasty glory anymore, but they're redefining what winning looks like in the twilight of two legendary careers.